It's KPC News with Rain Man, Sharice Abraham, Roxy Ramone, and Ronnie Lou.
A new dog chasing study conducted by the Department of Animal Health from the University of Minnesota concluded that if you are being chased by a dog when either walking, jogging, or bicycling, you can easily get rid of the canine by stopping, turning towards the dog, pointing, and firmly saying no or go home. If this doesn't work the first time, you may repeat as many times as needed. Research by the study shows that this new technique has a 47% chance of actually working, and that the technique is still effective even for dogs who don't speak English. Turns out we're going to have a white Christmas after all. Isn't that nice, Roxy?
Yes, finally. It's nice to see a little snowfall on Christmas morning.
Most definitely. However, this snowfall on the eve of Christmas is causing roads to become very dangerous. Not only ice over, but fill up with snow as snowplows scramble to clear the roads. The average snowfall for the metropolitan area is already up to 6 inches and still falling, with no sign of stopping. There have already been 9 car crashes on the highway between Faribault and St. Cloud. 3 deaths have been reported and 11 others have been injured. This hazardous weather is a warlock for car pileups, which is what we've been seeing all morning. The Department of Health and Safety has put out a statement saying, because of not only the blizzard warning, but also the dangerous roads, that they are advising families to stay home until either the weather dies down or snowplows can get onto the roads and clean them up.
Wow, that's really scary, Sharice.
Yes, it is, Roxy, and that's exactly why families just need to stay home and wait it out. I know a lot of families want to get on the road to see grandparents and such, but it's just too dangerous right now, and I can only hope that people will realize that and stay off the road to keep themselves and their children safe.
The 7-day forecast includes a large cold wave, which is expected to bring with it highs of 30 to negative 20 degrees. Each day is expected to have a 90% chance of precipitation, and we are expecting large amounts of snow. It is suggested that families stay home during the week.
Usually we hear of recalls that involve toys, food, or cars, but for the first time in U.S. history, there is a money recall. A mint in Michigan is being fined $500,000 for printing our currency with an inappropriate watermark. Banks, businesses, and stores are being told not to accept this currency so that it doesn't spread throughout the United States. If you received any money with the watermark, you can take it to the nearest mint near you, where you will be fully reimbursed. Santa wasn't so jolly yesterday at the Mankato Mall. Steve Rhymes, who was a replacement Santa, was arrested after showing up to work intoxicated. After Santa threw up on twins sitting on his lap, the elf quickly called security. However, once security came to get Santa, Santa ran for it. The police were soon called to catch him, and he was finally caught and arrested a half hour later in Victoria's Secret. Each of the families in line to see Santa were given a $50 gift card to Macy's for their trouble.
It's Alan Lineman.
Next year, there will be new rules added to both hockey and football to help reduce the amount of concussions during a season. For our final segment, we have some very exciting news. It looks like the Medford girls basketball team is on their way to an undefeated season going into championships.
Eloise Murnay has gained the title of the Steele County serial killer. After 11 deaths of men over the height of 6'5", the midget was brought down inside of her home last night. An anonymous tip led police squads to her home in downtown Owatonna. When asked why she did it, she replied, "I asked them for some of their height or their legs, but they just flat out refused. My mom always taught me to share, so I thought people mean enough not to share shouldn't be living on this good earth, so I gave them an early departure." Murnay's sentence is next week. She most likely faces either life in prison or the death penalty. That is, if she doesn't plead temporary insanity.
Thanks, Roxy. Sadly, last Monday night, Kristen Stewart was found dead in the arms of her also dead boyfriend, Robert Pattinson, at the Planet Hollywood Hotel. They were in New York for the Twilight Saga's Breaking Dawn premiere. Due to the autopsy report, Rob and Chris both died of drug overdose. Luckily for fans of Twilight, the saga had reached completion before the two lovers dropped dead.
We are coming to you live from Egypt, where the pyramids have gone missing.
Police are investigating as to who could have possibly stolen the pyramids, and we will report more as we find out.
In other happier news, Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez finally secretly tied the knot last Saturday. Rumors have been circulating for weeks with the appearance of an engagement ring on Selena. The couple got married on a cliff in the Cayman Islands. Pictures will be released next week in People's Magazine. A statement was sent out yesterday by the newlyweds saying, "Even though we wanted to share this moment with the world, we didn't want reporters crashing the wedding or helicopters flying overhead. This was a special moment in our life that we wanted to be ours." Sources say the wedding was small, with close friends and family, but all the details will be revealed in next week's